Hello everybody, welcome to yet another class for music theory for absolute beginners. We'll be continuing from where we left off from the last class. So we were talking about chords and triads, and we have finished the major chords, the minor chords. So it's very important, like you keep watching the video again and again, and make it a habit to have a practice of writing down the names of the notes of each of these chords, so that it becomes a regular exercise, and then as you keep repeating it, then it becomes second nature, and then you know the names of the notes of the chords automatically. Okay, so in the class what we learned: first note, second note, third note, right? Just to recapitulate. For a major chord, it is 4 semitones and 3 semitones. For a minor chord, it is 3 and 4. Now we come to the augmented chord. Okay, augmented is usually as a short form, augment or plus. So here you have the distances 4 and 4. Okay. So I just draw a small keyboard for you to just have a quick reference. This is one habit, another habit you need to keep doing, so that you don't make mistakes while naming the notes. Okay, this is a normal, easy way to do it, right? So now imagine you want to find out the notes of the C augmented chord. Alright, so the first note will be C, right? So when the C note, two black keys, the note on the left will be C. So the next note will be 4 semitones above the C note. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the note is E. The third note will be 4 semitones above the second note. Right, so it will be from E, you count 4 semitones from E, F 1, F sharp 2, G 3 and G sharp. Okay, so this is how you find out the notes of the augmented chord. Similarly, if you want to know the notes of the D augmented, right? So the first note will be D, right? So the D note is here. This is C, two black key C, D. The second note will be 4 semitones above D. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So this note will be, this is the black key to the right of F. So F is raised one step up. So it will become F sharp. Right? Now the third note will be 4 semitones above B. So that will be F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp. So A sharp. Alright. So again, like how you did major and minor chords, I want you to make it a practice to keep writing down the names of the notes of each chord. Right? So maybe it is, you can just stick to major and minor first. Be very thorough with it, because major and minor chords are the most important chords for you and for us in music. The augmented and the diminished come a little later. So you can probably view this video later, or it depends upon how you can easily grasp it, or you will need some time to deal with it. Okay. So the next chord is the diminished chord, right? Sorry. So this is augmented. This is diminished. So this is dim or 0. So the diminished chord, it is 3 and 3. Now you will understand why these chords are named as such, because augmented is one step above, right? It becomes a little bigger than the major chord. That is why it's called as augmented, right? Whereas diminished is one step lower. You see that? It becomes smaller than the minor. So that is why it is called as even smaller than the minor, it becomes diminished. And that is a way to understand it. I'm not sure whether it is actually described like that in the text, but this is the easy way to understand. So again, so if you want a C diminished chord, the first note will be C, the second note will be 3 semitones above C. So 1, 2, 3, that will be E flat. Okay. The third note will be again 3 semitones above the second note. So it will be 1 from E flat, 1, 2, 3. That will be G flat. Okay. Similarly, just take you want the E diminished. Right? The first note will be E. Okay. The second note will be 3 semitones above the first note. So it will be 1, 2, 3. It will be G note. The third note will be 3 semitones above G. That will be 1, 2, 3. That will be B flat. Again, I'm sure you would have had questions. Why is it called as E flat or G flat or D flat, and why not E flat is the same as D sharp? We'll come to it when we come to that level of understanding with the scales and the chords.